We are out here at the Weekly Wheels Car and Bike Meets. We do this every single Wednesday at Buck Hill from 5 until 8 p.m. And during the meets, we have a special vehicle showcase. And this week we have Reed Styve. Reed, how you doing?
Good.
Good. And Reed owns this beautiful 1974 AMC Javelin. One of my first cars was almost an AMC Eagle. That four-wheel drive, like
yeah, I remember them.
See, those were wild. But this is much different. Reed, how'd you come into ownership of the 74 AMC Javelin?
Long story, but I ended up buying it when I was 16. It was my first car.
Wow.
Back a long time ago. I'm 58 now, so it was a long time ago.
Nice. So you've had that since high school, basically.
Yeah, it was my high school car. We got, my wife and I got married in it. Drag raced it for years. Got bored with drag racing. Started autocrossing. This sat in the corner of the garage for years, and then we, about 10 years ago, we pulled it out of the corner and built it into this.
And you've done everything to it. You cut the chassis, you put a new engine in it, you did a lot of stuff to it. Completely
built in the garage. The only thing I didn't do was machine work and dyno the motor.
Okay.
Everything else was done in our garage.
Awesome. Now, what do you have under the hood there?
It's it started out as a 460 Ford. It's 557 cubic inches now. The blue Thunderheads, and woo. Yeah, it's been a fun motor.
What's the HP here?
It made 866 at the crank when we built it.
Oh my gosh. How does that feel?
Feels good.
It feels good.
It's thirsty.
I bet. Now, there's got to be a lot of great things about the car. You know, besides the fun history that you have with it, the componentry, all the things that you've done to it to make what it is. What do you think your favorite things are?
Probably the chassis, because that's what I built it. We literally cut the entire chassis out of it, cut the floors out of it, and then literally built the car around the motor.
Wow.
And then everything else around it. One of my previous jobs was working for QA1.
Okay.
And while I was working there, one of the engineers and I started talking about this.
All right.
Built, designed the chassis there, and then we built it to his spec.
Awesome.
So yeah,
awesome.
And it does everything I want it to do. It's basically C7 Corvette front geometry.
Okay.
And then essentially NASCAR, road race NASCAR rear suspension.
Wow, that's a lot of fun. And it's kind of fun because QA1 is one of our event partners, and they do have a lot of capabilities to engineer and fabricate and do a lot of wild stuff for vehicles like this.
Bunch of talented people. Very talented people.
Now, so the question is, what do you think really separates this car from all the other great cars that are out on the road, whether it be classics or modern or this and that?
It's unique.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it is. Very few people know what an AMC is.
Yep.
And that's the biggest difference, is that it's not a Camaro, it's not a Mustang, it's not a whatever. And I love all those cars.
Right.
I own a Mustang.
Yeah,
but it's unique.
Yeah.
So.
And it's fast and it's loud.
It's obnoxious and it drives the neighbors nuts, and I love it.
You got to do that sometimes.
Yes.
You got to do that sometimes. Well, Reed Styve, man, it was a total pleasure meeting you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here and supporting the cause and the community at Weekly Wheels. And of course, I got to give a shout out to all the event partners that we have that make things like the car showcase happen. We have Twin Cities Harley-Davidson, Blackfire Creative, QA1 Auto Parts, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Special Ed Customs, and Allstate Insurance. With all our wonderful event partners, we wouldn't be able to do these events here at Buck Hill on Wednesdays from 5 until 8 p.m. Make sure to check it out before the summer ends, and make sure to also look into the Buck Concert Series that's happening September 15th through the 17th, where we're featuring Soul Asylum, the Cadillac 3, Plain White Tees, and Blackberry Smoke. See you guys next week. Peace.
That should be a good event.
Yeah.
There's some good bands there.
Some good talent.